All right, welcome to the Pack 8 o'clock Monday night team call every single Monday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Thank you for taking the time to get here, and thank you for making it to the team call. Just like you said, every single time whenever you're building your business, if you want to catch fire, you got to stay close to the flame. So thank you so much for making it here every single week. For those of you that are here, for this week specifically, welcome Abrian to the team, and Teresa as well. We're so proud to have you, and again, thank you for making it. You have joined, whether or not you know, one of the fastest, best, in my opinion, the best, but one of the fastest, most awesome growing teams inside the Beachbody Network. And welcome to the Pack. We're so excited to have you. So, what are we talking about tonight? We're going to be talking about the world of social media. We're going to be doing some social media training because by unanimous vote in the den this week, that was what the people wanted. This is what everybody wanted to hear about. This is apparently what people need more training on. Okay. We're going to focus a little bit on Instagram towards the end. Okay. And we're going to go a little bit into that, but we're going to cover general subjects, general areas of social media. Okay. General concepts of all areas of social media. All right. And the main three that we're going to talk about and go into a little bit of detail on is Twitter. Okay. Instagram and Facebook. Those are the three right now, okay? These three are going to change, okay, over the course of the next 10 years. 5 years from now, Facebook, chances are, according to the pattern of history, is not going to be a thing anymore. How many do you remember, by raising your hands, how many remember when MySpace was the new hot stuff on the market? Okay? And when's the last time you've been on your MySpace account? Okay? Never?
I never had one.
Yeah, like hardly, like that's what I'm saying. Things are going to change, and social media is always changing. That's the first thing you need to know. All right, so the trainings for the social media we're going to be remaking, but this is where we are at this point in time right now, how you can take this information and very, very practical steps, very, very practical steps to be able to grow your social media presence to where you can grow a killer business and begin to bring in customers, coaches, and change people's lives through this thing that we call social media. So, first things, hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Steph.
Awesome. Cool. So first things first, we're going to talk about is going over the general concepts of social media, okay? You need to understand that a lot of the social media world, the reason I personally love social media and the majority of our team is built on a social media basis, okay, not all of it, but most of it, is that on social media, it's exactly like, it's similar to face-to-face interactions, okay? It's very, very similar to face-to-face interactions, but you're on an online presence, okay? And this is what's beautiful about it, is the fact that you can put a post out there in front of everybody. People will comment on it and post on it, and people can keep up with your life whether you know it or not, okay? Plus, you can have 3 and 4 different conversations going on at the same time, which in real life, if you would have done that, you would have had to set 3 or 4 different coffee dates, after, one after the other to actually get a chance to communicate with this person, okay? So things on social media are a lot like real life, okay? And you're going to see a trend of that as I begin to talk, number one. And number two, utilize it because it can move very, very quickly and can grow your business a lot. In my personal experience, a lot faster than face to face, as I've seen in the majority, not all, but in the majority of home-based businesses. All right. So first things first, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. All right. You need to decide, and this is point number 1 of the night. If you're taking notes, this is the first thing you're going to want to write down, okay? You need to decide what your brand is, okay? Who are you, all right? Because I want you to, and I'm gonna ask you this question, all right? And I'm gonna ask you to come up with actually 5 words in just a second. Who are you, okay? What is your brand? Because whether or not you know it face-to-face and on social media, you are casting forward a brand to other people, okay? This is a general concept, and you're going to want to keep this consistent and fluent throughout the social media, vehicles that you use, okay? What is your brand? Who do you want to be known as? What do you want to be known for, okay? My suggestion is to write down, okay, because the majority of people, like, who am I? I don't know. What's my brand? I don't have a clue. The way that I came up with mine, which actually took about 20 minutes, was I wrote down the top 5 things that I loved in my life. And all of the 5 posts that I would make throughout the day were about those things, okay? So that was the brand that I was portraying to people that were following me on whatever social media that it was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So choosing your brand, figuring that out. To give you an idea, mine was, I forget now because I took it down out of my thing, but I still use it. Fun, fitness, food, family, fun, fitness, food, family, travel. Those were the 5 of mine. That's my brand that I'm portraying to people. Okay. So everything that I did revolved around those 5 things. Okay. And picking your personal brand. That's number 1. Okay. Writing down 5 words. Okay. 5 things that you're into. Think about it. Okay. Shaun T. Okay. And just to give you an idea of a personal brand to show you the difference between two, Shaun T has a personal brand all of his own. Tony Horton has a personal brand all of its own. Okay. Here's an example. What would a Shaun T workout be without you dying from lack of breath at the very end of it, covered in complete sweat, or not shaking your hips with an occasional hip hop abs? Okay, what would a Shaun T workout be? Okay. Secondly, what would a Tony Horton workout be without some kind of stupid, corny joke that everybody laughs at? Okay, all right. It just wouldn't be a Shaun T or a Tony Horton workout, because that's the brand that they cast to people, and those are the things that they're known for. Does that make sense? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are drawn to those trainers are people that enjoy to follow those trainers. They like their personality. They like what they stand for. They like what they're into. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is you creating your personal brand, because in reality, this is your business. Okay. And we're thinking long-term here and large scale, because whatever the brand is that you're going to do is obviously going to change a little bit as life changes, because everything changes. You change, life changes, but whatever, this is going to be something where you're going to connect with thousands of people. Okay. Speaking of which, number 2 is choosing your target market. Okay. Now that you have your brand, you're choosing your target market. Okay. Because whenever people go into coaching, okay, a lot of birds of a feather flock together, right? That's a general rule of life. Okay. People are drawn together by the attraction of the same personality, the same looks. Okay. Generally, whenever you sit down with people in a huge room, if one person crosses their leg one way, it's generally can be proven that the other 3 or 4 people around them are going to change it the other way that they just did. Okay. People attract each other that have the same hair color, have the same personality, have the same sense of humor. Okay. Your target market is who you are. Okay. So with that said, you want to be targeting people that you are in your life. Okay. Me personally, to give you an example, okay, I'm targeting men, the majority, okay, ages 21, 22 to 30, okay, that are down to earth. Generally the majority of them are guys that were overweight at one point, okay, and lost weight, and now they want to use that to help other people. Why? Because that's my target market. That's literally who I am. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
And I want you to understand this, because we're about to go into our next concepts. Okay. So I want you to think about those 5 things. Okay. If you could actually if you're me, okay, if you are a 21-year-old guy in college, and you are using, and you're shooting for, and you want to attract people that are like you, okay, am I going to post the, I don't know, like the number 1 top rated cheap yet nutritious baby food from Women's Magazine on my Facebook? No, okay. I'm not posting that, because you know how much I care about baby food? That much, okay? So do the people that are following me, okay? All right? However, someone else, okay, might be useful to their target market, okay? The people that they're talking to, all right? So concept number 3, all right, is now that you have your personal brand, what you're posting about, and you have the people that you're trying to reach, okay, there's a difference between just being being online and providing value to the people that that are following you, that are your friends. Does that make sense? Okay. There's a difference between posting a picture of your dog and posting a picture of a new diet or a new recipe or a new workout video. Okay. Whatever it is, you need to be focused on I'm not saying you can't post a picture of your dog every now and then. I'm not saying you can't post a picture of you, because I want you to be genuine. Okay. People follow you because you are you. But at the same time, when you post on social media, make sure to post not things that you want to see, okay, but put yourself in the stereotypical target market person that you're trying to reach and ask, is this something that they would want to see? Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm providing value to those people that are following me, okay, because you have so many eyes on your Facebook. Even if you only have a couple hundred friends, okay, I guarantee you have people that are following your life that aren't liking your stuff, but they're following your life, seeing things that are going on in your life, whether you know it or not. How many people have ever Facebook stalked somebody and not liked one single thing on their page, but you caught up with everything they did in the last flipping month? Okay? All right? You know you've done it. And if you're not raising your hand, you're lying. Okay? Because if you've ever been on Facebook, I promise. All right? Everybody does it, okay? So you have people that are following your life, whether you know it or not, okay? And the stuff that you're posting needs to provide value to them, okay? And you can be genuine and provide value to them. Like, I just posted a picture on my Instagram. I forget exactly what it said. It said, it's just a cute little picture of a flag. It says, don't ever be ashamed of loving the strange things that make your weird little heart happy, okay? And it's just a cute little picture, okay? But I provided value in the bottom because I told them my story, and I told them the value of standing up and being who you are and being proud of that person, because I had to go through that. So that was me being genuine, me providing value, and me hitting my target market all at the same time. Does that make sense? Okay, am I going way too fast for anybody here? Because I know I'm hitting a lot. Anybody? Okay, awesome, cool. We're all out there. Awesome, Rita, that's awesome. Sorry, that was very enthusiastic. Anyway, the next thing that we want to talk about, okay? As you are moving forward, okay, as you're moving forward and building your following on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, okay? Out of these 3 things, and this is something that I want you to do today, and think about this, okay? I only want you to work 2 of them, okay? I only want you to pick 2 forms of social media that you're going to work. 3 is too much, okay? I want you to learn to master 2, okay? Because you can be good at 3, but you can master 2. Does that make sense? Okay? So I want you to pick which ones out of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My personal ones are Instagram and Facebook. Those are the ones that I personally love to use, okay? But whatever ones that you choose to use, okay, you need to be always posting at least 2 to 3 times a day, okay, on that form of social media. I know it seems like a lot, especially for people that don't use social media a whole lot, but you ever heard the rule, out of sight, out of mind? Okay. All right, that's exactly how this works. Okay, I'm not saying to put to put 15 posts out there, because I will unfriend you, and that's really annoying. So, but the fact is, put 2 or 3 posts out there. All right, that every single day. Like, I will generally on my Facebook, I'll put 1 inspirational quote. I'll put 1 general question. What do you like, real or fake? Do you get real or fake Christmas tree for Christmas? Random questions. Okay, I will put some kind of inspirational picture or a workout picture, and then I will post something about my life, a funny joke, something along those lines. Okay, and here's a secret: you need to follow the rule. Only 20% of these 3 posts that you're doing every day on your wall need to be fitness related. Okay. Because people are not going to connect with you if all you are is Beachbody Coach Wendy. People are not going to connect with you if all you are is Beachbody Coach Stephanie, okay? people will connect with Stephanie, and part of her life is that she is a Beachbody coach. Does that make sense? Okay. This is your business and people want to connect with you personally. So Beachbody and fitness is a part of your life, but it's not everything that you are. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. 20% of your posts, so probably one post a day about fitness, about Beachbody, about whatever, and people will see those and they will like those. And as you're following, because you're going to be looking for fitness-related people, as your following grows to more fitness people, then you can probably make it like 40% fitness, 60% other things in life, okay? And as that following grows. But for right now, 20% fitness, 80% just other things about your life that match your personal brand, that provide value to the people that are following you. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. Cool. So posting 3 times a day on all forms of social media. Okay, whichever, not all forms, but whatever 2 it is that you decide to master. Does that make sense?
So I don't have to get on Twitter.
No, you don't have to get on Twitter if you don't want to, okay? I'm asking you and I'm telling you to only choose 2. Because if you do all 3, you're going to drive yourself insane, okay? Because it's a lot to handle, okay? Wendy's raising her hand because I know she, yeah. Anyway, a lot of us have struggled with that, and this is actually something that came from the top coach from last year, and she tells us you can only master 2. So I'm telling you because I want to duplicate success in y'all and see y'all like chase y'all's dreams and make things happen. So anyway, 2 forms of social media. Only pick 2. All right, so that's the main part of what I wanted to give to you. Okay, that's the main part of providing value to people. Okay, and the last thing that I'm going to go over, is you can actually go and you can ask people in the den about Facebook, Instagram, and get some apps whenever you post pictures and whenever you post quotes and stuff like that. Okay, don't just post it to post it. Okay, whenever you post it, ask yourself, is this good? Is this interesting? Would my target market person care? Okay, because if it is a picture of food or a recipe that you made, make sure it's a good picture. Because ultimately, this person might have a couple thousand friends. You want to be the post that makes them stop scrolling. Does that make sense? Okay, you want to be the post that makes them stop scrolling. All right. You want, whether it be an inspirational quote, a picture, or whatever, okay? People are watching whether you know it or not, but always post quality stuff that this person actually wants to see. I don't necessarily want to see a stop sign at the end of your corner on a picture that has nothing to do with my life personally when it's just a picture of a stop sign and I don't really care. I'm just going to scroll past it, okay? I don't care. But if I am a mom and I have 2 kids and you're showing me the next latest and greatest stroller that just came out and it happens to be on sale, I'm probably going to care. Okay. All right. That is your target market, posting these things you want to see. And if it's inspiration or if it's a plate of food, I actually have a whole list of apps that you can use to make those pictures brighter, to make them more colorful, to really bring out the zest, the luster in the pictures. We can help you with that, and we can help you learn how to do that. Okay. But anything you post, make sure it's quality so that the person that stereotype that you were shooting for would find that interesting. Does that make sense? Post stuff that's going to make them stop scrolling. Okay. You follow me? Awesome. Cool stuff. So, next thing. So that's how to make your brand, your social media brand. And that obviously has a couple different, things that go along with it, whether you're doing Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But that's everything that has to do with what you're posting and who you're shooting for and who you're trying to attract, okay? Now we're going to focus on how do we get other people to actually start following us? How do we actually get friends? How do we actually get people that care about the stuff that we're posting, all right? The trick to this, okay, is, all right, and this is actually a trend, like it's how social media is the same as it is face-to-face, all right? You have a perfect home, an absolutely gorgeous living room, an absolutely gorgeous kitchen. You have an amazing personality. All the food that you make is the most beautiful food, picture perfect, Pinterest ready. Like you make Pinterest like it's nothing. Okay, you have an amazing life, an amazing house, an amazing family, whatever, but you never leave your house. Okay, are you going to have any friends? Okay. All right. It's the same exact way on social media. You can have the best, I can't tell you how many beautiful pictures I've seen on different Instagrams, but they have no following because they're focusing way too much on being interesting versus being interested. Does that make sense? Okay. Focusing way, way, way too much on being interesting versus being interested. Okay. The more in real life and on social media that you chat and that you form other people and that you ask them about their day and get them to talk about them and being able to comment and post on their stuff, the more they're going to engage with you. Because, oh, wow, this person liked 15 of my photos. I'm going to go like one or, even follow this person. Okay. Or I started a conversation with that person. Okay. Or, whatever. They asked me all about my day. That's a really cool person. People will remember you whenever you are interested in their life, not only when you're interested. Does that make sense? Okay, I can see some light bulbs going on in some people's heads right now. Okay, good. All right. Awesome. Next, so how do we do this? Okay, what are some ways that we're going to do this? Well, this is something you need to understand about social media in general. All right. Instagram and Twitter are like a cocktail party. Okay. It's literally like a club. Okay. Everything you post is public. Everybody can see it, and you can't really post like meaningful, deep conversation stuff because you're not going to talk about how you're going through a really hard time with, so-and-so and so-and-so and how they're, whatever, and I'm not going to help you in front of 10,000 people that can see our entire like deep conversation on Instagram. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Your goal, okay, no matter what, whether it be for a coaching opportunity, a challenge group, a support group, whatever, is to get people from Instagram or Twitter, whichever one is your second one that you're going to master, getting them to Facebook, okay? Instagram and Twitter are the cocktail party. Instagram and Twitter are the club, okay? That's the place where everything's public, everything's fun, everything, Twitter, you can only talk in 130 characters. If you can have a deep conversation in 130 characters, I applaud you. Okay. All right. But the point is getting them to Facebook. We can take it to a private message. Okay. Where you're still posting, you're still getting quality stuff, but you gain friends on Facebook so that you can actually bring it to a private message, because that in the private messages is your living room. That is where the deep conversation happens. That's where after a couple messages you can talk about a challenge group, you can talk about a support group, you can talk about becoming a coach, whatever it is. All of that stuff can be done through personal messages. Okay, how many people on this team were brought onto the team through a social media presence? Okay, I was as well, believe it or not. Okay, if you were brought onto this team through a social media presence, how many of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including me, were eventually brought to a personal message basis and had a conversation with the coach in a private setting? Okay, every single person that raised their hand that were brought on this team through social media were brought eventually to a personal message on Facebook. Okay, that's your ultimate goal, is to get them to a personal message and friend them on Facebook so you can get to know them and then lead them and guide them to whatever need it is that you can fill with this company. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome, cool. So we're gonna go, because I'm not an expert technically on Twitter or on Twitter yet, and I highly encourage someone else to do that. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit of research as much as I can. But my two strengths are Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so a lot of us know a little bit about Facebook. Okay, but we're going to focus on Instagram, and we're going to go through the process not only, and it's only going to take probably 15 minutes because I'm not going to hold you too much longer, of getting people. How many people in here do you want to grow your Instagram? Or are you going to build your business through Instagram? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. A lot of us. All right, awesome, cool. It sounds like I'm talking to the right crowd. All right. So we're going to talk about how to build your online Instagram presence, okay? And to give you an idea, I'm actually learning from a coach that's a 5-star diamond coach, and with her methods and the things that I've done, okay, and I've invested time into my Instagram, okay, my following has grown, okay? My following has grown over 2,000 followers in the last 3 weeks, okay? So that's a lot personally for anyone. That's more than I've ever had. Okay. And it's not necessarily like, oh my gosh, look at me. Everybody's already following. I don't care about that. I want you to get more followers than me. Does that make sense? So I'm passing these tools on to you. All my results are as an example saying that it works. Does that make sense? Okay. Awesome. Cool. So Instagram, just like Facebook, pick your brand. Okay. Pick your brand of who you are. You are shooting for a target market. Okay. I highly encourage you, if you're looking for quality content and some examples of what to post, go check out my Instagram. Okay. My Instagram is @ symbol. Okay. _ diamond _ fitness _ So it's 3 underscores _ diamond fitness or _ diamond _ fitness _ Got it? Awesome. Go check that out. And by the way, Wendy has also been killing it on Instagram. Wendy, yours is @chefs, right? Right? Okay. Go check out Wendy's as well. Hers is the @ symbol and then just SCHEFFS @chefs. That's it. And go search her Instagram name and you can look at hers for more examples of what to post. And the girl that I'm actually learning from, I'll give you hers as well. She actually has 34,000 followers on Instagram and signs 3 to 5 coaches a week off of Instagram alone. Okay, so this is who we're learning from. Her Instagram name, her name is Kelly Hanner, but her Instagram name is @Tubby TUBBY 2toned TONED. Okay, and she, like her website is tubby2tone.com, but @Tubby 2toned. And you can definitely go there and see some of the things that she's doing. But how did she get to that point? How did we grow our Instagrams? How's all this happen? First of all, we're posting quality content, colorful pictures, mixing it up left and right, helping people out in different ways, providing value, reaching our target market, searching for those people. Okay. Here's how we focus on being interested versus interesting. Number one, if people comment on your pictures, don't run away. Continue the conversation, get people to shoot your friend request, that kind of thing. All right. And especially if you're just learning how to post quality content on Instagram, I'd say post 3 to 5 pictures a day, especially for the first 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. So that you can actually start a stream of good quality content. Because if you do what I'm going to tell you to do, okay. And Wendy, if you don't mind, I'm going to get you to talk about the thing that you're doing, because it might, it's definitely a good thing for them to know, to gain followers. But you want a stream of good quality content for whenever people come to your wall, say, wow, this person is really cool. Look at all their pictures. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. So the trick on Instagram, number one, this is ultimately what you're shooting for, to get as many followers as you possibly can. Okay, to get as many followers as you possibly can so that you can put a post out in front of 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, 34,000, like Tubby to Tone, like Kelly Hanner, however many people, however many followers you have saying, hey, I have a challenge group starting, friend request me on Facebook if you're interested. Okay, so that you'll get 10 friend requests with 10 people interested in the challenge group. Or you can post a help wanted picture saying, hey, I'm offering a mentorship for coaching. We're looking for 3 to 5 women that want to work from home and make a secondary income. And then have 10 friend requests with 3 to 5 of those women signing up to be coaches. Does that make sense? Posting that and having enough following and people that you have genuine relationships with to where you can do that every now and then, once a week or so, and pop in 3 to 5 challengers, 3 to 5 coaches like Kelly is doing every single week. I had an accountability call with her because she's one of my accountability partners today. She signed 5 coaches this week. Okay. So when I'm telling you this stuff works, I'm telling you it works. Okay. So the secret to Instagram, being interested and not interesting. There are a couple tools to be able to do that. All right. How many of you know what a hashtag symbol is on Instagram? Okay. The little hashtag thing. Okay. How many know like what the purpose is of that? Okay. General. Okay. Awesome. Hashtags on Instagram basically is the little hashtag symbol. Okay. We got that. But the little pound symbol. But whenever you do that, people, joke around like, I worked out today, hashtag workout or hashtag sweaty, whatever. Basically, that comes from Instagram, where people will hashtag under their photos sentences, phrases or words that go with that photo. So if somebody did insanity, they'll hashtag sweaty, you know, and you can search different hashtags on Instagram, okay, to look for pictures that have to do with insanity, P90X, T25, weight loss, workout, weight loss, or weight transformation, or whatever. And people hashtag all these things. And if it's hashtagged and you search for it on Instagram, every single picture that was hashtagged with that word will pop up. Does that make sense? Okay. You following me so far? Anybody saying no? Everybody saying yes? Okay. Awesome. Cool. All right. So ways to be interested instead of interesting, because the more people you like and the more people you comment on, the more people will follow you. Okay. There is for support groups, okay, and I'm going to just tell you this now. For support group training, I'm not going to have time to go through that tonight. That is on thepacktraining.com, okay, and you can talk more about that to me, and I will actually post a video for you about it later on, about how to get people from Instagram to your support group. Right now, I'm going to teach y'all to focus on how to get followers and how to get friend requests and convert those into coaches or challengers. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. All right, so if you search those hashtags on your phone and literally just go down the list and like every single photo and send out 100 likes, you'll get a couple followers, okay? That's how it works. If you like and comment on other people's stuff, you'll get followers because, oh, that person's kind of cool. They commented on my thing. Wow, they have a really cool wall. After you started posting quality content, I want to follow this person because they're volunteering to see the photos that you post every single day. Does that make sense? Okay? So if you go through and you just start liking stuff, you'll eventually get followers, okay? But then again, this thing can be very, very time-consuming, okay? The thing can be very, very time-consuming because whenever I was figuring out this Instagram thing and I was figuring out how to get followers, I spent 3 hours on my phone doing nothing but liking photos. And it got really, really old, really, really fast. And I looked like a nerd because I was on my phone doing nothing but liking photos for 3 hours, okay? Doing nothing but tapping photos. So how do we get something to be able to work for us to get the followers in? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Stephanie. She's so cute. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Squirrel. Hi. Awesome. All right. So, Instagress. Okay. Instagress.com. Okay. If you Google Instagress, okay, it is a website, and this is what it'll do. INSTAGRESS. Instagress. What it'll do is you can actually pay, okay, $10 a month for 30 days of the service, and you can give it hashtags to like and comment on for you, okay? And on average, throughout the day, 24 hours a day, it will send out likes and comments for you throughout the day on these certain hashtags, and it will bring you in followers for you. Like it was like you clicking and liking photos, okay, of a certain hashtag, but it's doing it for you. Does that make sense? It's actually going into your Instagram and liking stuff from your Instagram while you're not doing anything, all right, on these certain weight loss, insanity, P90X, T25, whatever, okay? And it'll send out comments, like just generic comments, great job, keep going, you look amazing, whatever, okay, on these photos. And as they keep on commenting, keep on liking, you'll see your followers go up as the day progresses. Does that make sense? Is everybody following me so far? Instagress.com is an amazing source to be able to build your following because on average I get somewhere between 30 to 100 followers a day just off of that, okay? That's a great way to build your following. Wendy, I'm going to ask you to unmute your mic. Wendy's going to explain something to you that she actually discovered last week or something like that. Basically, I'll let you tell them about it. It's a hyped up. It's a more powerful version of what I just told you. So Wendy, you can take it for a couple minutes.
Instagress is actually considered a bot, so it's kind of like a robot that is going in and automatically doing these things. What I found, somebody had recommended to me from Instagram in a private message. It's called Social Expansion, and it's social_expansion. What they do is they actually go into Instagram's site and they work with, so like with Instagress, there's a limit on how many they can like and comment on in one day without Instagram possibly shutting you down. So what Social Expansion does is they go into Instagram's operating system, and there's no limit to how many they can do a day. What they told me, there was an average of 4,000 to 5,000 likes and comments that they would put out for me a day, and it's $120 for the month, but I get 30 days of it. And it's actually just started at 3:00 today. And I've gained over 65 followers since 3:00 today. And I was just blown away because I didn't get anything like that with Instagress. Instagress though was what I started with, and you actually get 3 days for free, and then you can kind of go on from there. But this Social Expansion, it is, because they can send out so much more, and because they ask you for specific hashtags that are related to your business, then those are the people that they're going to seek out. Those are the people that they're going to comment, and they're going to like their pictures for you. So I don't actually have to go onto Instagram and do all of that myself for the next 30 days. People are coming to me and people are commenting on my pictures. And I had put up a help wanted sign earlier today. And there's 3 people that were interested, and one of them gave me her email. That she said, "Oh my gosh, I'm interested." So she gave me her email to contact her. So, this is help wanted for coaches. I haven't tried it with a challenge group yet, which I'm planning on doing probably tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, this is just, I think it's a great way. I'm really happy. Again, this is only since 3:00 this afternoon. So I'm really happy with the results so far, and I have them for 30 days. So, it's a couple bucks a day. It's like the cost of my Shakeology a day. But if it gets me, several coaches out of it each month, even if it's each month, I would love to get a couple coaches a week out of it, but if it's a couple coaches each month, that's more than paying for it. So,
Right.
Okay. That's what I know about it and understand about it so far. And that's my results, again, from 3:00 this afternoon. So
Cool. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. Yeah, and definitely go check out Wendy's stuff. She's posting amazing quality stuff. She has become a master of Instagram in the last 3 weeks or so. She's been kicking butt out there and editing workout videos and stuff like that. So go check out her Instagram. Last thing that I want to cover. Okay, and I hope you're understanding and seeing this. We're giving you tools to grow your following so that you can put a post just like Wendy did for Help Wanted, and all of a sudden she's got 3 leads on people that are considering becoming a coach. Okay, that's exactly how this coach, who's making almost 6 figures and signing up 4 to 5 coaches a week, is doing the same thing. She just has more following, and it only took that much time. Okay, Wendy made 65, got 65 followers from 3:00 this afternoon. Okay. Let's just say that on average she gets 100 new followers a day, 365 followers in a year. That's 30,000 followers by next year. That's about as much as this girl has, or 36,000 followers. Okay. Yeah, I said that right? Yeah. 36,000 followers. Thank you. By next year, and the girl that has 36,000 followers, who's teaching me, and now I'm relaying the information to you, is making nearly a 6-figure income, and she raised hers from 3,000 followers to 34,000 in the course of less than a year. Okay. All right. And she built nearly a 6-figure income doing that. Okay. Last thing that I want to share for you.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Mansa.
So are these followers like real people, or
Yes.
are they just, because I know sometimes it's like machines or something.
Right. Yeah, they're real, and you're asking basically if they're fake followers, like, because people will sell you like 1,000 followers, and all of a sudden you have 1,000 new followers, and they're not real people.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, these are real people, because it's sending out likes to people that are under those hashtags that actually hashtag those photos of weight loss transformation, P90X, insanity, whatever. And people see that you like their photo and they're doing weight loss or working out, and then they're following you because they happen to click on your page for you liking their photo. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So these are actual real people and quality followers for you to be able to connect with. Does that make sense? It's not just fake followers that you bought. And by the way, if anybody ever tries to sell you 500 or 1,000 new followers for like 50
Don't do it.
do not do it. Okay. You're looking for real people, real followers. So thank you, Manzo, for asking that question. Because
I just want to add one more thing about the, whether it be Instagram or social expansion, that this isn't something that you have to do, like I'm trying this for a month and I want to see where I can go with it. But during that time, because I'm getting exposed to so many other people, that I'm not just going to gain followers from this particular company that's doing these things for me. I'm going to gain followers because of what I'm putting out there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So even if I did it 1 month and I paid for it, and then the next month I didn't do it. And then the following month I decided to do it again, maybe on a slow month, like December, something like that, or end of November. So it's not like I'm always having to go pay for things. You have to put out quality content to get people to actually follow you. So people can like you. But this is what this guy told me too, that if you're not putting out quality content, then it doesn't matter how much we like things for you and expose you. If people see your page and they don't like it, they're not going to follow you. They may like some of your pictures and things, but they're not going to follow you. So
sure. Anyway,
I just didn't want anybody to think like, okay, I have to spend all this money to find followers.
Right. So. And she's absolutely true. And I'm not saying this is a requirement. What I'm doing is I'm putting tools in your hands to be able, if this is something you choose and to become a master of Instagram, I'm giving you tools to be able to make that happen. Okay. Last and final thing that we're going to cover to gain followers on Instagram. There are famous Instagram accounts such as Train for Fit Inspo. Okay. Or Train for Fitspo, TrainForFitspo. Okay, and there is Nutritionable, okay, which Nutritionable, yeah, Nutritionable, and there is several other accounts, and if you want some after this call, please message me and I'll give you some. Basically, what these accounts are is these are general accounts for fitness, nutrition, and all these other things that post pictures about fitness and nutrition, obviously. They have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 100,000, or however many, up to 1 million followers. Okay, and as the followers go up, their prices go up. But what they will do is they will take a picture of yours that you give them of your before and after, of a motivational picture of you working out or whatever, and they will post it on their wall in front of however many thousand people, 500,000 people, and they will say, follow this person. And all of a sudden in that day, you'll have a shoot up of 1,000 of 100 followers, 200 followers, 500, 1,000 followers, okay, of people that are genuinely interested in fitness, in results, and then these people are, again, seeing your help wanted and your challenge group information. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome, cool. Is everybody following me so far? Is everybody good? Am I overwhelming anyone? Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. That's why we're recording this call, so you can go back and listen to it. Okay. So that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to end it for right now. Okay. Because it went a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. But I'm encouraging you, if you're on this anyway, if you're on this call, okay, I want you to go back and listen to this. Okay. I know you're getting tired of my voice, but whatever. I'm not sorry. But anyway, go back and listen to this call. Okay. Again, if you didn't get it, if you want to learn how to build your following and your social media presence and build a business through here, okay, go back and listen to this. Take everything back in. Okay. And next week, if we would like to, okay, I can show you how to focus on building a relationship to the point to where we can focus on, once you get a person from Instagram or from Twitter to Facebook, how to walk them through the process of becoming a coach or a challenger and actually closing the deal and actually walking them through that process. Is that something that would help y'all if y'all heard?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Cool. Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being on tonight's team call. Monday, 8 o'clock, the pack every single week. Thank you so much. Y'all are doing awesome. I'm very, very proud of you. Love every single one of you. Yeah, you're on the side of the mountain. Your goals are at the top. People are going to tell you it's too high, too slippery. Let's go climb this other mountain. What are you going to tell them?
We're going to the top.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you at the top. Have a great week, and I will see you Monday night, 8 o'clock. Last thing, wait. 20, don't forget the cash prize challenge. If you want to go for it, I'm encouraging you to go for it. 1st of October, if you get diamond by the 1st of October, I will personally write you a check. If you become diamond rank by the 1st of October, I will personally write you a check for $100. If you hold that rank for 6 weeks, I'll personally write you a check for another $50. If you present the business to someone, to 20 people in the course of 30 days, they watch the video and they get on the phone with you and they say yes or no. It doesn't matter which one, okay? If you present the business to 20 people and get a yes or a no over the course of 30 days, I will buy you either a program, okay, a fitness program, one of the workouts, or I will give you the coach price cash equivalent of that program, okay? That is going out, and just a little hint, if you do 20 people in 30 days, chances are the other 2 will fall into place. So you have a chance to win up to $250. So anyway, go for it. Have an awesome night. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you next Monday night, 8 o'clock. I will see you at the top. Have a great night, guys.
Thanks, Sam.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.